May 1922, St. Louis, Missouri. Miss Margaret Sherrod. Dear Madam, is that the woman who's insane? Ooh, that could be fun to piece together. Dear Madam, your son-in-law, Frank Darville, shot and killed himself in bed at my place and destroyed the bed clothing. Please tell me you're not asking for her to pay. Pardon me while I scan.
Well, if you got $1 on just a lousy down, know that I got rhythm that could suit your budget fine. You can take or leave me, but you ain't got much time, 'cause I just keep on rolling down the line.
Hey, this is Patrick with Trusty Huckster Mercantile, and I've got an unboxing to do today. So, if you've been watching some of my videos and some of my postings on Instagram, I've been suddenly getting into a lot of ephemera. Partly it's because when I travel, it's easy to pick up and it doesn't take up a lot of space. When I sell online or in my live sales, it's easy to ship. All I need is, photo mailers and easy stuff to ship out. And so I've been trying to find different sources for it, because if you're a reseller yourself, or even if you just like to stock, different vintage places, ephemera is not that easy to come by, because in something like a Goodwill or a Savers or Community Thrift, any of those, other than books, there is nothing of paper, unless it's somehow packaged in a way that you just buy the box. But that's been very rare for me. I have a little bit better chance finding them at estate sales, but I don't always get a chance to go to estate sales. This is not garage sale season for me right now, so those are difficult to come by. So I've been trying to find sources online, and one of the sources I found was somebody referred to me an auction. And so there was an auction house that I'd never dealt with. I work with some auction houses locally, because then I can go pick things up, and if it's something that's important enough, I can even rearrange my schedule to go see them in advance. But true online auctions where something's really far away, I really haven't participated in, because then you've got to ship everything and you're buying something pretty much sight unseen, and you just never know. So I pulled the trigger and I did one. It was an ephemera box lot. I only had a couple photographs of the top section of the box, and it just said there was a bunch of pieces in there. I think they said there was more than 60 pieces of ephemera, and it looked like they were nice. Like, it wasn't just like scraps of paper. Like, it wasn't like grocery lists or something. Like, they looked like they were actual things. So I took a chance, and so I bought this. It arrived, and I have not looked at it yet. So all I've done is, it came to me in a bubble mailer with cardboard inserts, which was really nice, because that made sure that it is all paper. So it made sure that it stayed flat. So all I did was take the package out, and I can see a couple things on top, but I've not inspected this. So we are literally going to do this live. I did this for a French shipment that I received. And so this is kind of the same idea. And the French one went really well. I've started selling some of that stuff, and it's just, there were some really cool things in there. Some of them were cool simply because they were French. So we'll see. This is not French. I can't even remember where this came from. I think it was somewhere in the South. So we shall see what we got. So, okay, right on the top, this was actually one of the items I could see in the picture. It's a little pamphlet. So, kitchen cleanser, hurts only dirt, cleans quick and easy. And it's a little, I think, oh, wait, I thought it was a booklet. It is like a memo pad. So it's got the staples actually at the top. So when you open it up, it's just a blank. Oh, and it appears to be blank. These are cool because people I like these, because then you can actually use it as a memo book now. This would fit right into your pocket. So this is a fun one. I'm probably going to end up selling all of this stuff. You never know. But so that's a fun one. So there's definitely some value in that. All right, this is something for Plymouth. Car stuff's always good. So Plymouth Bennigoff Nolan. All right, that's not a name you want to put on your sign. Opposite the courthouse. Can we figure out where this is? What courthouse? What town are we in? A cool Chrysler logo. I don't think I'm gonna be able to look at that phone number, but it's obviously pretty old, because there's only a 4-digit number there. So it looks like there was something, and we'll see if maybe I find it later in the pack, but it's empty. So I don't know if it would have been like a receipt card or something. I don't know what you would have gotten at. Clearly something at an auto dealership or repair dealership. So that's kind of cool. This also appears to be an envelope of some sort. Old National Bank in Evansville, Indiana. So at least one item is coming out of Indiana. Coupons. So it looks like this was a deposit envelope that has been sealed shut. It doesn't feel like there's anything in here. Mutual Life just looks like some scrap notes on the back. So that, if I start doing ephemera packs again, mystery, that could be like a fun thing to throw in there. Okay, would these fit in the car thing? So what I have, I look like, no, not a driver's license. What is this? An operator's license. Well, but it does say for the Bureau of Motor Vehicles. So 30 years old, white, male, brown eyes, Paul Osborne of Evansville, Indiana. The fee was 50 cents. And on the back, it says, the licensee shall sign in ink and have this license in his immediate possession at all times when driving a motor vehicle. So yeah, I guess it's a driver's license. So a 1937 driver's license. I don't know why you'd have that. I guess if you bought a car, maybe it's to hold. Does it hold the driver's license? It does. It's almost a perfect size to hold a driver's license. So that's kind of cool. I don't know if these would have gone together, but they could. But then I also have, what's this? The accompanying number plate. So this is a license plate card. Some damage to that. It looks like also to Paul Osborne. And then, so let's see, the other card was 1937. This one is 1938. Not sure what all that red ink is. But we've got that. So he's 31. So he's gone up in years. So we've got that. Let's see, what do we got here? Looks like some hunters. And it is a little, what is this? Oh, it's another license thing. So this one, Duck's back is rainproof. I don't know. This does have like a thing on it. So I don't know if Duck's back is for this. Inside says Thomas McCain, Evansville, complete coverage for all sports. Duck's back hunting clothes, camp at outing clothes. So it's some sort of an advertising piece. But inside, it's the hunting license holder. So it's an advertising piece for wear ducks back, obey the game laws. So there's game laws in here. And then it's got the license for 1937. Resident hunting, fishing, and trapping license, Department of Conservation. That's kind of cool. So it's like all folds up. That's super cool. All right, guardianship of, oh wait, we've got a legal document here. Letters of guardianship from 1922. Ooh, this is gonna be interesting. Guardianship of Maud Dowell, unsound mind, examined and approved in 1922 by the judge, probate court. So Margaret L. Sherrod. Well, no, guardianship of, so let's see, guardianship of Maud is probably, Maud must have been the one with the unsound mind. So we've got this legal document. I'm assuming it's a full document here. Fold it up. Letters of guardianship. State of Indiana, Vanderburgh County, to whom these present shall come greeting. I, Frank Grange, clerk of Vanderburgh Probate, do hereby certify that Margaret L. Sherrod has been duly appointed by the Vanderburgh Probate Court guardian of the person and estate of Maud L. Dowell, a person of unsound mind. 1922. Said guardianship to extend until said minor arrive at lawful age, and the said Margaret L. Sherrod, having duly qualified and giving bond as such guardian, is duly authorized to take upon herself the performance and duties of the trust of such guardianship according to law. And then there's like a little embossed seal. Nothing really on the back other than the description. So that's pretty cool. I don't really know what the going rate is for, documentation to prove that someone's not of sound mind, but that's different. All right, we've got another little book. This is Westside Bank. Oh, we got a Christmas savings club. So it looks like it's another bank book. Join anytime for any amount. Okay, looks like they participated 10 cents a week for 3 weeks. All right, we did not exactly build a lot of savings in that. But that's cool. If you did it every week, it shows how much you would accumulate over time. This person did not do that. Let's see. We got something about the Westminster Abbey. Not to be taken away at morning service. All right, well, someone's going to hell. Westminster Abbey, the 21st Sunday, 1929. So basically just the print of service, but it says right at the top, don't take it away. Morning service, unless they did it the later service. Hope you pack your swimsuit for hell. Let's see. Ashby Pressing Parlor. The cleaning, pressing, repairing, and dyeing. We call for and deliver free. Evansville, Indiana. So let's see, what is this? Evansville City fire alarm boxes. That's interesting. So it's a promotional piece for pressing parlor, but what's inside are a list of all the fire alarm boxes. And then on the back, laundry and pressing services. All right, that's like a really weird combination. I guess if you have a fire, your clothes might smell smoky and you need them cleaned. Ooh, what's a memorial record? So a little booklet, memorial record. It's got a string kind of binding it together. A.B. Sode, builder of artistic memorials. Well, it's got a beautiful advertisement, but then a beautiful illustration in the front cover. And it is blank. The living are the only dead. The dead live, never more to die. And often, when we mourn them fled, they never were so nigh. Damn, who wrote that? So, lovely illustration of a very bizarre poem. But the in memoriam section is actually blank. So, we were memorializing nobody. So, let's see. Would have had who was the deceased, the date, place of birth, relatives, friends. So, I guess this would have been something that maybe would have set out at the funeral. Or, well, it's kind of like a memorial because, I mean, maybe something you would keep as an after thing because there's the list of the pallbearers, place of interment, the cemetery, lot, block, section, and date, floral offerings. You can keep track. So I guess it's like, I've never actually heard of this. I guess it's kind of like you keep a wedding book. You get the opposite end. You get the death book. So that's interesting. Oh, wait. So we got that. And then right behind it, like I said, I'm like literally just going through the stack here. Then right behind it, Oak Hill Cemetery. So this is received of Louise and Son Funeral Home, $25 for the interment of Amy Hayford Osborne, 1943. Interesting. So I guess the funeral home is the one that paid for the interment at the cemetery. All right. And then right after that, we have a little promotion for Curtis Wright Flying Service. Well, if you go to the right place and you die, maybe you need a flying service. Has had an airplane ride with the oldest flying organization in the world. All right, well, that's kind of neat. Empty, never got filled in. So it looks like it's perforated on the side, so it must have come out of something. Cocoa of Quality. Oh, we got a trade card. This one's pretty. It's got a cool gold backdrop with a kind of a little watermark. And then Hyler's cocoa quality, purity and flavor unexcelled. Only style can, and your grocer sells it. That's kind of cool. All University Day 1919 Auspices Booster Club and Union. Oh, this looks like a dance card. So it's the All University, this dance, and there were this individual had 4 dances secured. And then, but on printed, I'd never noticed that the chaperones just says the faculty. So we didn't get specific. Got a stack of old checks, cool illustrated checks with the building on there from the Old National Bank of Evansville. Let's see, this is folded up. There's like an old receipt from the Old National Bank, but there's something on the back. Some sort of letter or something dated 1914. Rudy Rowland Undertaking and Livery. Well, guess somebody had to pull the bodies. Might as well have a horse to do it. So a hack for $2.50 from 1909. Oh, we got another letter. This time it looks like it had the wherewithal to keep the letter inside the envelope. So address your mail to street and number. 1922. May 1922. St. Louis, Missouri. Miss Margaret Sherrod. Dear Madam. Is that the woman who's insane? Ooh, that could be fun to piece together. Dear Madam, your son-in-law, Frank Darville, shot and killed himself in bed at my place and destroyed the bed clothing. Please tell me you're not asking for her to pay. Pardon me while I scan. And other household furnishings, and furthermore, caused me to lose rent of other rooms and ruin business for me. And I sent the bill to the Grand Lodge, and they advised me to write to you. Has that dish not the right to pay nothing? They did not want. Okay, they're not going to pay, but funeral expense, and that you was the guardian for his will, and that maybe you would. Spelling is not a high point in this letter. Come to some settlement without further trouble. And as this is a lawful bill and was expense to me, I urge that you let me hear from you at once. The damage that he done for me and what was destroyed is $125 in 1922. Okay, let's back this one up. Your son-in-law killed himself. You owe me $125. That's the Post-it note version of this. Okay, that is fascinating. Ooh, we've jumped ahead a couple decades. I've got the NCAA 84 Midwest Regional Checkerdome ticket. Okay. Oh, poor guy had a limited view. Now we've got 1934. Oh, Mr. Osborne had a dog. He had a whippet. In 1934, we've got oh no, that was the type of car. I was all excited he had a whippet. All right, I've never heard of a whippet car, so I don't know what kind of car that is. Make is a whippet, style is a CH model 514, purchased 1934. All right, so I have to figure out what a whippet is. I'm disappointed. I thought he had a dog. Colorful stamps. This is 1932, it looks like. Dear Mother and Paul, I arrived here quite quickly and safely and saw Lucky Brother, Turkey Brother, Tucker Brother, I have no idea, about 2:30 this afternoon. He was cordial and gave me his address, care of English Speaking Union. Where did this come from? It says Connecticut. They speak English in Connecticut, don't they? December 12th, letter to Louise. And we got another letter from 1900. Check out the penmanship on that. And it's written on the back of the Grand Council of the Order of Chosen Friends. Well, clearly I was never part of that group. From 1899. Dear friend, do you understand the new law enacted by the Supreme Council, Order of Chosen Friends, at its last session? If not, I will try and enlighten you. Okay, that's going to be interesting. This is from the public library. Letter typed up. Your letter of April 18th came to us this morning. We do not expect to employ any temporary help this summer. However, if you are interested in library work, come and see me as soon as you come home from college. I should be very glad to talk with you about library possibilities here and elsewhere. So, nope, we're not taking summer work, but if you need a job later, give us a call. That's kind of nice. Ethel, your friendly neighborhood librarian. And looks like we've got Virgin letterhead from the New Albany Hotel in Albany, Georgia. It looks like I'm getting down to the bottom here. Oh no, this was like in the middle of the stack. Okay, so this, ooh, what's this? So this whole little folder thing was actually in the middle of the stack. Oh, this looks old. Okay, that size is boring. All right, deed to Clark something. This indenture made the first day of August in the year of our Lord 1827, 1827, between Ephraim Davis and Desire, his wife. Let's go with Desiree, but that puppy is spelled Desire. Of the township of Alfred in the county of Allegheny in the state of New York, of the first part, and Clark Crandall of the same above town, county, and state of the second part, witnesseth that the said parties of the first part forward in consideration of the sum of $25 paid by the party second part hereby declared themselves satisfied and paid. So they're buying land for $25 in 18. What did I just say? 1827. Sweet. All right, that's cool. Glad that was in there. Okay, the rest of this is gonna be disappointing. 1827, 1924. Who cares? But we got a postcard, postmarked in Minnesota. Got a couple more trade cards that some willful child scribbled on, but that's cool. A slow coach. Gold dust liniment is the product. And this one is also gold dust liniment for the ferryman. So that must have been part of a series. We get the mouse and the frog. Got a Christmas postcard dated 1920 something. It's cut off, but in the 20s. A much more modern postcard. This is from 1969. Luau. Okay, oh, we got another old document at the bottom. Know all men by these presents. What year are we on this one? 1842. We're in 1842. Got the little wax, remnants of a wax seal. This is also a deed. Riley something to James Goldthwaite. Sweet. Let's see. Letter or an envelope anyway. It looks like empty. 1922. Paoli Township, Orange County, Indiana. Received a Margaret Sherrod before she became crazy. Taxes. We got some cool illustrated envelopes. Cartwright Motor Company. Oh, this is a letter that probably went into that. Cartwright Motor, that's cool letterhead. Dear Mother, I've been glad to receive your several letters and one from Dan. I have not written much, for I've been too busy. In fact, I've given about all my time to my work. Well, that's pretty much a daily thing. Another letter, this one from Wilcox Miller Motors, and the letter that went into that. Also from Son Boyd. Dear Mother, I am sorry that I cannot be with you today, but I am thankful for a number of things. First, I'm contented and in good health. I now weigh 183 pounds. Second, I have at present good business opportunities. Since Saturday, I've been fortunate enough to close 2 sales, aggregating more than $1,200 net. So this was Thanksgiving Day, 1927. He's at Wilcox Motors. And this was March 27th, 1927. So earlier that year, he's at Cartwright. So, well, he can't hold a job. And let's see. Last piece in the stack, 1922, dear cousin, yours truly. Oh, first word on the back page is death. So that should be interesting. Okay. So that was actually way more than I thought I was getting. And some of them very cool. He said there were a couple of older pieces in there. He was not kidding. I wasn't anticipating pre-Civil War stuff. So I'll have to try and read some of those. And that one is actually from New York. So that should be interesting to see what was going on in the land transfer in New York. See if there's even any names that might be known. So I would say, with the exception of maybe those early documents, all of this will eventually be going up for sale. So if you're interested in anything, just drop me a message. I'm sure we can work something out. Some of them I'll probably package together, like the letters that are related to each other. I'll probably keep those together, but most of them will just be sold. Even the driver's licenses, like I'll just sell those separately. It's unfortunate to split them up, but people, I think it'd be cool to own a driver's license. Do you really need do you need to have Paul's every driver's license 5 years in a row? Probably not. And clearly this came from that person's estate because there's a lot of Osborne stuff in here. So that family, they got rid of it. So somebody else can benefit. So anyway, so watch for some of these things to go live in one of my live sales, maybe going on to eBay. If you follow me on Instagram, I've been doing 90 seconds of vintage videos that sell things on those, sell as much as I can in 90 seconds. So these will pop up. Most of these will be inexpensive, like $5 items. So hopefully fun stuff to pick up for your own ephemeral, for your own displays, or just because you have a particular collection that some of these things might add to. So thanks so much for watching the video. I appreciate all your time, and I appreciate you putting your trust in Trusty Huckster. I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.
Well, show me a sign if you're wishing me to stay. Otherwise, I say goodbye and finish out the day. And that sunrise in the morning and you got nothing to say. Oh, that's when I'll be headed on my way.